Oops, dang it. Alright, after thinking with this, man, I was a moron. You know, this thing is keyed on there, so it is up about right here in this area. You'll see when you get it in the right spot, it just slides right on. I'd had to tinker with it, but it looks like to me that it's been slid on the improper way a couple times, so I didn't see that it was keyed. I don't know if that's it or not. I think that is it. That looks right. I was sitting there screwing it down and it would just bind, and like, what the heck? I don't remember it ever doing that. I may have got lucky. I don't know. But I think we got it this time. Yeah, see how much easier that's sliding on. I was like turning it, it wouldn't move. Yeah, so now I was like, so much easier. Alright, got it bottomed out. Grab the clip, tie it down here. Oh, you know what? That's a stupidity I forgot. You gotta put that clip on there first. I knew that I'd forget something, but it's not hard. You just gotta take this off, and then you put the clip on. Then you screw it on, unless you want to. The problem is if you try to bend that clip around that, you're gonna bend it to a point or break it. So you might as well take it off. I don't even want to chance it. So, being it's keyed, I guess you can't mess up where the steering wheel is located at. So be careful. It looks like it's been slid on there a couple times. And, it's been bound up there before. I said somebody had been in here mucking around. Alright, now we got that. Let me just take our screwdriver, whatever it may be, and slide it on. And that's it. Alright. And undo it, and it should put some tension on it and seat that baby up. It still looks like it's sticking out a little bit. Let's go ahead and try to get it in there seated a little bit better. So I'm just going to take a little bit of tension off and use my little tool. Push it down in there. So I said, somebody's been mucking around in here before. So all you need to do is have this thing pop off on you. Let's just undo a little bit of tension, see if we can get that. It doesn't want to do that. Let's take a little bit more off. Don't like the way it's sitting. I'm going to get a different screwdriver and push on that thing. I guess he's good. I don't think he's going anywhere. Alright, now, steering wheel time. Gotta line up that hole. Like so. Be careful, you don't want to twist this thing and break it off. I think that's the hole right there. Looks good. Alright, now he's fitting on there alright. Let's just double check. I think we are good. I think that's it right there. Okay. Put the nut back on. Nah. Forgot about him. Soft it on the floor. Just sit in the seat here somewhere. There we go. Getting a lock in place. That's what that ring thing I put in there for. Keep it locked down. Alright. You don't need to go too crazy with this thing. There we are. Good to go. Locks in place. You know what, this just for grins, let's turn the radio off so you can hear. Not that part. Yeah. I don't think it's rubbing anywhere, so I think we're straight. Looks good. Now, this guy right here. Let me talk about my horn's not working, but let me talk about how you can get this thing adjusted, because this is often what will happen here. You put this thing on, this ring, and it touches this. This is what honks your horn. What you do is it make the outside here with the nut. I can kind of show you if I can. It grounds with that nut. Matter of fact, underneath, not really the nut, but underneath, you see that lip? This grounds with that when you push this. But it's like iffy. I mean, it's really sensitive in there. And I found you'd be driving down the road and honk honk and that kind of stuff, and it's a pain in the butt. So you can see when you push it, see how it's like really close to this little inner part here? I mean, it's really close, and I think it's almost touching. And I mean, I've tried like playing with the ring and twisting it a little bit. I mean, just a pain. I have a heck of a time. So I'll tell you what I found that works good is I'll put a little bit of electrical tape under there to build it up a bit, and that way it keeps it. You got to cut your holes for your screws and stuff like that, but it'll keep it, you know, it's just a slight amount of electrical tape to adjust it. And again, you're not going to see it when you put it all together. And let's line up my holes here. Hole, 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 close enough for these 3 screws. And you put that guy on, and I found that what it's going to do is push this up. This is the part here that pushes this off slightly, and it will make contact with that. So push that back on. Okay, go. And so actually, let's do this. Let's put these in like so. Those to line up, because that's kind of a pain. And get a screwdriver and line up one hole. Now, what would probably be beneficial here, let's go ahead and do the tilt steering, bring it up a little bit, because that way I don't have so much of an angle on there, because otherwise all my screws will fall out. So, does it matter which hole? No, as long as you line up your screws. Now, my horn's broken. My relay's working though. I can hear my relay, so I know it's the horn. But I don't want my relay engaged all the time too, because it will drain my battery. Oh, you know what? Back up. Duh. And it's not thinking. It does matter what you line up here. And that is, you got the horn button that lines up on top, and it lines in that dang notch. Yeah. I mean, if you did this, you know, I hold and forget things. So, yeah, you heard I don't know if you heard it, but I heard my horn relay kicking a little bit. Alright, so in reality, this screw goes at the top because it's got the notch on it. That's where the horn button lines up. There we are. And I'm not going to crank on these real hard. You know, if you crank on them too hard, it might twist that plastic and crack it. I don't know if you hear that ding, ding, ding. That's my horn relay kicking in. So, yep, good to go. And, I don't know if you haven't guessed what car this is yet. Maybe this will give it away. It's close. I probably take some of that tape out of there, but we don't use the horn that much. Alright, so let's crank it down, turn it on, and we're set. And if it sounds, there we go, power steering kicking in. Best way to make sure your wheel's straight, take it for a ride. But, you know, those wheels are straight, so I'm sure I got it. You'll notice it. I mean, it cants quite a bit when you get it off. So there's that. Good. It's tight. Yeah. like it. So there's how to replace that. Let's check it out. Let's do this. Fix off. That's it, rubber tab in there. Maybe that's the only one I do the turn signal thing. Rubbing on going is the actual turn signal thing, so it's kind of weird. See, it wiggles a little bit, which is alright. There's only one turn signal we gave. That's a secret, I'm watching it here. I think they're touching the screw on that. Again, I'll be pretty easy to fix if I have to. I'm not going to do it tonight. We'll play with it a little bit, maybe it'll work its way out. But all I care about is getting this old one out of there. I mean, he was pretty wore out. He wouldn't kick in all the time. He had his issues. We discovered some problems with screws. And to replace those, I don't think that'll hold it nice and tight. So I'm happy with it. Alright. So, time to button this up. I actually got more stuff I want to do. I call it hanging parts. In fact, that's a good channel name. We'll call it hanging parts. Yeah, I think I'll work with that. So, alright.